100 campers, groups from all over Southern California. You see the starting five for the Sparks. Burrell, Ogwumike, afternoon for Kids Day. Tip is up, controlled by the Mercury. And they'll have to start the fourth and final period as well. Here's Bonner. Gets the scoring started. She's her 17th year out of Auburn. Ogwumike cutting to the cup. That pass deflected out of bounds. LA will retain the possession. Lynn Rock back to just the purity of why we all fell in love with this beautiful game. Here's Atkins from the slot, in and out. And rebound take Koa Makani. Second year guard out of Cameroon. Here's Alyssa Thomas. She had 11 assists on Sunday. Copper back heel. Burrell going up high to get that rebound.
LA had a tough start in Dallas, so you want to get on the board and don't let Phoenix get out in transition because they know what to do with the ball.
2-on-1, Thomas sets up Akoa Makani to start this one for the Mercury. Sparks coming off a 90-82 loss at Dallas on Sunday. Hamby, first bucket for LA.
On the high-low.
Bonner, here's Copper, pulls up mid-range. Can't get the bounce.
Every time Copper comes up with a miss, it feels like mission accomplished.
Burrell curling. Here's Wheeler in the corner. Burrell, high screen set by Ogwumike. Burrell, elbow extended. A fight for the rebound. It's going to go the other way. And they call that against Nneka Ogwumike. A rough goal for them to start this season. Of course, you can't help but to think about the loss of Satu Sabali in free agency and just how big, evaluated in 4 weeks. There's a steal. LA coming back with it the other way. Hamby, the trailer. Here's Wheeler. Burrell, slot three. Front rim, and Copper
An open Ray Burrell.
Plum went through a workout earlier today. Prior to the doors report on that workout, but she's continuously making her way back. Of course, did not make the trip. The last road trip the Sparks went on.
Yeah, the very long road trip.
4 games in 7 days. Here's Atkins missing there, right to Hamby, the bucket and the foul.
Derek Hamby inside. Just that.
Dearica Hamby, 72% foul shooter. 16 points, 7 boards, 2 steals. She shoots
from a year ago.
7-5 our score. Copper wanted it mid-post. Instead, here's Akoa Makani, and Hamby got her hands on that one. Wheeler into the front court. The length of Bonner guarding her there, and we're going to get a foul here against the Mercury. That foul charge to Thomas, her first personal second-team foul. Wheeler using the Hamby screen. Atkins, long three. Clanks back iron. Hamby there once again, and she's going to get to the free throw line. So the energy of Dearica Hamby, you see it early on here, Mary. Time now for Mary's keys to the game. We call them Murphy's Laws, and they're built
for three-pointers. You got to score some points and then limit Copper to 20.
These two teams met. It was the first game ever over 40 in that night, an overtime win for the Sparks. Sparks have won the first 2 meetings against the Mercury. Both of those were in the Valley. This is the first of 2 meetings here in LA between these squads. 3 on the shot clock. Akoa Makani. Thomas has to throw it up. Does. Back iron, gets her own rebound. Brochan the 3, no. And Wheeler able to chase it down. Transition 3, no good there. Atkins offensive rebound, finds Hamby. Spins right into a double, goes up, raked away, out of bounds. But it'll remain LA basketball. 7-7 our score. Just under 6 minutes left here in this. Got their fair share of the Eastern and Central time zones. Is Nneka missing there?
When you talk about shot quality, certainly some good looks for LA in the early going.
Akoa Makani, here's Thomas. Brochan attacking baseline. Kicks it out. Bonner, slot tray, in and out. Rebound. Okay, became the Sparks' all-time leading scorer. Also climbing the charts in rebounds. Number 3 all-time in WNBA history as she knocks down the triple.
Little high-low action, and then the kick out down the 3.
Sparks' first lead of this ball game. 10-2 run here for LA. Copper lost it on their way up, right to Bonner. 5 on the shot clock. Akua Makani will let it fly and watches it fall through. It's the league in three-point shooting. Akua Makani at about 48%. Atkins misfires the football pass. Copper ahead of the pack, lay it up and in. It's been a long shift, if you will, waiting at the scorer's table. Have yet to get our first timeout as Wheeler floats it up. Copper the rebound. Thomas looking to run. Has Hamby on her heels, and Hamby, the pesky hands, knocks it off of Thomas and out of bounds.
6 boards and 3 blocks off the bench. I asked her what she observed about the Sparks D while she was sidelined and how she felt she could come in and make an impact. And she spoke about how this group, she told me, I honestly believe we are getting better every day. And guys, as for what Cam can control, it's
important off-season point coming off that injury, but just the strides made it unrivaled. And I mean, Cam has a laundry list of people to thank in terms of her rehab and recovery, but it was certainly a team effort. Here's Ogwumike. Nice feed underneath. Burrell blocked by Thomas in the game, remains in the game here for Phoenix. She has 2 personal fouls. Has the ball right now on the left wing. Here's Sammy Whitcomb from nearby Ventura. Did not play last game, appearing in just her 5th game this season. Bonner corner tray grazes the rim. Rebound taken by Ogwumike. Here's the hit ahead to Burrell. Burrell cutting across the paint. Goes up with it. Can't miss with numbers the other way. Trail shot. That 3 is good.
Played fast. Some great opportunities for LA. The last couple possessions, they don't come away with points.
Ayayi there on the triple, and we get a whistle here.
Well, you know, Sammy, we'll shoot it from Ventura.
Against the Mercury. Under 3 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Kiana Williams back in there. Has been out, been nursing a thumb injury. You can see it was pretty heavily wrapped. Burrell, that 3 rattles in.
One of the things you really love about Ray Burrell is she misses it, just comes out and just continues to get after it and be aggressive.
First scratch in this one, and we're gonna get a foul here against the Mercury. Charge that to Mack. Lexi held in there for the Mercury. They go high-low, Hamby high off the window, too strong, and Thomas coming back the other way. Lobs it underneath, Mack couldn't corral it, and it'll be LA basketball.
Defensively really played well by Cameron Brink. She's got AT as she's advanced.
Turned it over more times. Welcome back inside Crypto.com Arena. Rashawn Haylock, Mary Murphy, Nikki K rocking the sidelines. Our fantastic Spectrum Sportsnet crew.
Zone defense from Phoenix.
Here's Williams. They held, may have blocked that. Out of bounds, 4 seconds left on the shot clock. We saw the zone against Connecticut on Sunday from this Phoenix squad. That last possession, they go player to player now, and heads up play there by Atkins.
The offensive rebounds in that first quarter.
Gray had her own rebound momentarily, but Whitcomb now has it. Whitcomb. 3 on the ray, that's off the mark. Mack the rebound. Copper, corner tray. Another offensive rebound here. They're gonna get Gray on the foul from behind.
Yeah, on that weak side, the shot's coming off, influenced by Brink just sprinting out, trying to get a piece of that thing and get running.
Copper curling in deep, flips it over her head and in. Mercury by 3.
Cannot give a team 4 opportunities to score.
Phoenix staying in that zone, Mary. Wheeler lobs it underneath. There's Hamby, doorstep off the window.
Talk about squeezing a pass in. Hamby knows what to do
in this first half. Whitcomb, cross court over to Mack. Here's Copper, always so dangerous.
That's why you see the double, right?
Mack with 6 on the shot clock. Backing down Hamby. The fall away, in and out. Ogwumike with her 5th rebound. Hamby, elbow extended, putting it on the deck against Mack. Spins, stripped away out of bounds. They say last touch LA. It'll be Phoenix basketball. Little faux pressure on the inbound. Whitcomb across the timeline.
Easier to do that when AT's not on the floor for sure.
Copper curling down the lane, hanging and off the window.
Boy, there's one speed, and then there's Copper speed when she comes off.
I mean, she just strides and glides out there. Park, back iron, held, the hit ahead. Ayayi, power dribble, blocked from behind there by Hamby.
Great job in transition defense to get back with urgency and
8%. Both teams trying to find their footing here in the early going. Akumakani missing the 3, long rebound, out of bounds. It'll be LA back in the zone here, Mary. Certainly appears that way between the circles of Ogwumike. Swung around, here's Park. Wheeler, slot trade. Akumakani tried to save. Park, Hamby. She's had the hot hand in the early going, and we're going to get a foul here away from the basketball. And is this going to go against Thomas?
I don't think so. Freedom of movement and all, Rashawn.
Certainly an emphasis this year. Approaching the 7-minute mark here in this first half. Wheeler. Here's Ogwumike free throw line. Throws up the midi. Offensive rebound, Atkins whips a pass underneath, Park is there.
Boy, she sure did. Some velocity on that bounce pass. Park, nice.
But how do the Sparks solve this riddle that is the zone of the Mercury?
Don't see them very often, and you don't get a lot of practice time, so you just have to be patient and move the basketball.
Akumakani taken by Atkins. Ogwumike, Hamby clearing space. Ogwumike falling away, and flying through the paint there is Park. Foul from behind. Looks like they're gonna get Copper from working against Thomas. Back in the player-to-player defense are the Mercury. Hamby flashing high, ball poked away, right to Wheeler, 4 on the shot clock. Wheeler, the step back 3, well short. Hamby nearly had it there. Blocked by the bottom of the rim. Coming the other way is AT. Down the paint, AT right to the cup. And a foul picked up there by Borrell. Count it. And an opportunity for the old. Thomas 1 for 2 from the line today. Gets that one to go. To play before intermission. Here's the hezzy by Wheeler. Leans with it, rocks with it, and gets it to go.
Just beautiful recognition as she turns.
On that lower left leg. The hope is, though, that foundation she's going to start break.
Thank you, Nikki. And they said she would be reevaluated in 4 weeks. We're at about that mark. Her last game was the 30th anniversary game here against the New York Liberty on June the 21st. Her and Copper just locking horns there. I mean, it's
a duel of greatness.
High-level greatness. Absolutely. Here is Copper. First game in WNBA history in which 2 players from opposing teams scored 40 points. Here's Copper, pocket pass, Thomas down the paint, knifes through 2, and going to get to the free throw line. Mercury by 1. Thomas has done the majority of her damage from the free throw line here. She's got 4 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds, half of her points. Wearing their original throwback uniforms. Two of the original 3 remaining, the Sparks, the Mercury, and then of course the New York Liberty. A ball.
Communication, move on, time to play defense. Oh, Copper.
Oh, Copper's okay, able to get back up. Here's Thomas, and fouled there by Ogwumike. So for Nneka, that's going to be her 2nd personal. For the Mercury, Thomas, Copper, and Akumakani each have 2 personal fouls each.
7th in the WNBA in scoring. Ray Burrell goes over to check See how she's doing.
And Ayayi, the second-year player out of France, returns to mark here in this first half. Thomas now with 6 points. 4 of those have come from the line. Here's Wheeler. Lobbed it. Ogumake somehow comes down with it. Akua Makani. Brochamp. First scratch for Noemi Brochamp, the rookie out of France. Burrell, pocket pass, Brink retains it and lays it up and in.
Nice job of finding a way to catch the basketball on the left side.
Open triple for the league's best three-point shooter. Then Roberts doesn't like that. Quick timeout taken here. Sparks trailing 33-27, 4:21 to play here, first half. Against Neko Ogumake. And I beg your pardon, they were not looking at that for an upgrade. They were looking, that was a challenge by the Sparks. So they lose the challenge there, Mary. The layup on the other end. So that was a Sparks challenge that was unsuccessful. And a foul up high here against Brochamp. So that could be huge later on.
Right, so LA down 8, 3 minutes to go in the half, and these are those critical.
It's the biggest lead for Phoenix. Wheeler, corner tray, Atkins.
Great response.
First bucket tonight for Ariel Atkins.
Just the 4th made 3 on 17 tries by Los Angeles.
Here's Copper. Atkins gets her hands on that. Shot clock under 10. Copper pulls up for the midi. That's good.
That's the challenge when you play. Knows where to go to get the shot up.
Burrell, the hezzy, down the paint. And she'll get to the free throw line. Thank you, Nikki. Thanks to Coach O'Brien for stopping. And Ogumake getting the first touch here in this second half, missing the layup there. 43-41 Mercury. Rashawn Haylock, Mary Murphy, Nikki K here with you, rocking the sidelines. Alyssa Thomas high off the window. So Thomas, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. One of 3 Mercury players in double figures, along with Copper and Akua Makani. And get a foul here against the Mercury.
Turn of events right there.
And so Sammy Wickham quickly off the bench. Just 35 seconds into this second half. Hamby, cross-court pass. Atkins lost it. Hamby scoops it up. And ball now into the hands of Wickham. Thomas, Akua Makani. Well short on the 3.
Boy, don't give her open looks, Rashawn.
NECA now 1 rebound away from tying Candace Parker for second all-time in Sparks history. Burrell missing there, and he got a little tangled up there.
Yeah, a little wrestling match on the weak side.
Thomas flings it over to Bonner. Cross court, Akua Makani, another look, not this time. Brochamp the offensive rebound. Thomas says, let's settle things down here. They'll try to run some offense. Don't got much time. 6 on the shot clock. And a foul. LA shooting 33% from the field. Phoenix 45%. Akua Makani.
In this third quarter.
Burrell, Hamby the deep position and a foul from behind against Bonner. NECA Ogumake.
Won at 33:07.
Ogumake, the steal and a foul there against Bonner.
What a beautiful pass inside.
At the half. 2 here in this second half, now tied with Parker. Just look at what she's accomplished here. Just over the course, Sparks' second all-time leading rebounder.
Sparks records, WNBA records.
4th all-time in scoring. 3rd all-time in rebounding in WNBA. Here's Thomas. Too strong off the window. Rebound. Burrell, pocket pass, a thing of beauty. Hamby, the recipient.
Some really beautiful feeds, and that's where Hamby thrives.
Hamby, the lone spark in double figures. She's got 11. Broshan backdoor, out to Wickham. Here's Akua Makani, putting it on the deck. Wheeler got her hands on it. Now Atkins has it. The hit ahead. Hamby lays it up and in. Timeout, Phoenix. Sparks in front by 2.
Boy, Hamby took off like a track athlete.
Rashawn Haylock, Mary Murphy, Nikki K here with you, our fantastic crew. Here's Bonner putting it on the deck, right down Broadway, lays it up and in. So that stops what was a 47 apiece. Burrell, stolen away here by Wickham. Burrell staying with it, but they're going to get ready for the foul there, as she dislodged Wickham there.
Boy.
Bonner on the back door.
A run by Phoenix.
For Thomas, her 8th assist. So Thomas now 12 points, 9 boards, 8 assists. Burrell tried to needle it there to Ogumake, stolen away by Thomas. Leaves it behind Broshan, puts it on the deck, runs into traffic, finds Bonner. Under 6 to play in the third. Bonner, all kind of space for 3.
Right, just 2
Down by 2.
LA fortunate, that's a miss.
Wheeler lobs it. Hamby. Burrell, short corner, loses her dribble, out to Wheeler. 7 on the shot clock. Wheeler down the paint, goes up. Big collision. And they're gonna whistle in a foul here as Wheeler and Wickham collided. Coming off a season high 10 assists on Sunday. Knocks down LA history now, the number 2 rebounder in these. Backdoor, Broshan stops and pops, rebound Hamby. Wheeler turns it into overdrive, down the paint, the kick out Burrell. 3 on the way, in and out. Wheeler fighting for that board. We're gonna get a foul here. And we're also gonna get a replay. So not sure who the foul is on.
It's on Erica
But they
Wheeler.
may be looking to see who this ball went.
Brink on the floor.
Bonner attacking baseline. Nice defense there by Burrell coming over to help. 6 on the shot clock. Wickham, pocket pass. AT right down Broadway.
AT, as her numbers just continue to climb. 12, 9, and 8.
Burrell. Ogumake. There's Gray with the top of the key. Gray with 5 on the shot clock, and then they get Broshan there.
Just kind of threw her
For
hips.
the foul, yeah. A little bit of a hip check there. And so that's going to put Phoenix in the penalty. So free throw situation here for. And Gray gets the first one. 2027 season ticket deposit. And you can be a part of the Sparks family and get access to exclusive. $51.50. Mercury in front. Wickham had to come on early here in this second half because the Copper foul trouble. 1 to shoot. Broshan grazes front rim. Rebound Ogumake. Gray, the handoff to Brink. Burrell looking to attack that baseline. They sent a lot of help her way. Burrell stays with it. The crossover high off the window. She's going to get to the line. Just a great opportunity in front of Ray Burrell with the extended minutes, being in the starting lineup. And she certainly made the most of it and is taking advantage.
Just that whole floor.
Yeah, her career high in assists is 4. She's averaged about 4 assists, career high, with 4 assists a couple of times here during this run. Akua Makani slot tray, misses back. Burrell, Gray, was looking for Brink, intercepted by Bonner. Bonner, numbers for the Mercury. Akua Makani running the wing and gets the layup.
Those turnovers and goes.
Brink the spin and offensive foul. That elbow hit Bonner right in the chops.
Just bring.
Akua Makani heads to the bench. Lexi Held back in there for Phoenix. Operating the point right now. Using the Thomas high screen. Burst down the paint. Nice defense. Burrell against Copper. Pocket picked. And a foul here against Burrell behind the play. It's going to be turnover number 13 for L. 1 point game. Neither team really able to create much separation. Phoenix led by as much as 8 back in the first half as Thomas goes right through Gray there. But they're getting Gray for the reach. We've had 9 ties, 8 lead changes.
In 2026 yet.
Every free throw taken by the Mercury.
Free throw line.
So Tom, 16 points to lead all scorers. Hamby got off to a hot start in this one. She's the lone spark, or one of 2 sparks in double figures. Here's a turnover. Thomas going to take it the distance. Timeout LA. Lead pushes to 5 here with 2:23 to play.
And Rashawn, this has been a pattern during the course of the season. LA gets so close and
start this 4th and final period. Rashawn Haylock, Mary Murphy, Nikki K here with you. Mark Shaw, our producer. A fantastic crew here on Spectrum Sportsnet as Mac watches that one go around the world and down.
if Mac could get back to playing the way she did before she got hurt, be a huge lift.
And we're gonna get a jump ball here. Hamby, 29 seconds gone by here in this 4th quarter. And Copper able to control it. Copper one-on-one against Atkins, lays it up and in.
Boy, she just positioned herself.
4-point lead here for the Mercury. Sparks trying to snap its 4-game losing streak,
Offensive
and they're going to
foul.
get Brink for an offensive foul here.
And all the momentum that LA had going after the end of the 3rd.
LA trying to snap its 4-game losing streak and head into the All-Star break on a high, and Mercury turning the ball. Led to 17 Mercury points. Here's Burrell. Hamby, mid-post. Burrell loses it in traffic, regains the possession, and stolen away here by Brochamp. Held. Ayayi. Held with it right back. Brink got her hands on that one. Held able to recover. And we're going to get a traveling violation here against Ayayi.
Boy, the impact of Cameron Brink diving for that basketball and just gumming up the works. Brink on a minute restriction is at 15.
She played 21 on Sunday, and Atkins able to get the midi. Mack, rebound Brink. Pick and pop with Hamby. Brink will try the slot. Weak side board. Burrell blocked from behind there by Mack.
And they're going to get the foul.
And a foul against Burrell.
Here in the 4th.
And Copper finds the bank. 12 of her 18 in the second half in the win on Sunday. Here's Brink spinning. Mack comes up with the block. Brochamp, transition true. Offensive rebound, Mack. Copper lets it fly. And they're across the timeline. We approach the 7-minute mark here in this 4th. Pocket pass, Ogumake, midi, good.
Wheeler to Neka.
Figures with 11. She's got a double-double, 11 points, 11 boards. Her 12th double-double of the season. On the day in which she passed Candace Parker for 2nd most rebounds in Sparks history.
The last couple minutes.
Burrell. She's shooting at 52% from 3 over her last one.
She's got 13.
Held. Here's Thomas, still flirting with that triple-double. Copper answers. Kalia Copper, as she's come on strong here. Wheeler high off the window, no. And bro shot the board. With 7 in the quarter, looking for more. Give her 9 on the run out. And it's a 6. Parker now, or Copper, I beg your pardon, now a game high 21.
After sitting those minutes with the foul trouble.
It's been huge for Ray Burrell. She really worked on her shot throughout her career here as a pro. Here's Mack out of the timeout, and Mack able to.
Mack has been such a difference maker, just so much more aggressive and effective.
8 points for Mack off the bench. Here's Wheeler, foul charged against Whitcomb.
In the final minutes. So in that huddle, you could feel the intensity from everyone, from players, coaches, Kelsey Plum, Erica Wheeler holding the clipboard, and Lynn Roberts closing out that huddle saying, go win this.
Ops and ended up losing at Dallas.
That was Ogumake on the rebound and putback. Whitcomb somehow flies open and gets
Out and look for the 3.
Burrell. And with Phoenix looking to push. No passing lanes there for Whitcomb. Thomas wants it. Right back to Mack on the give and go. And Mack now in double figures with 10. Timeout LA. And for Alyssa Thomas.
One of the great nicknames in WNBA history. What'd you say?
Oh, 100%.
D Nasty.
D Nasty. Half left in this one. LA trying to end this 4-game losing skid. Bonner, the shot fake. Bonner the drive and gets the layup. Hamby guarded by Bonner. Burrell curling, finds a crease, puts it up
Yes.
and puts it in. Count it. 5-point game, under 3 minutes left in this one. Here's Thomas, still 1 rebound shy of that triple-double. Whitcomb, and able to knock, just recorded that triple-double. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 14 assists. Her first triple-double of the season. 20th of her regular season career. And we're making a jump ball here.
And for LA, the
Look easy when it's certainly not. Akua Makani. Using the Thomas screen. 7 on the shot clock. Pocket pass. Thomas, free throw line. Can't get the bounce. Here's Wheeler. Sparks need some points, and they need some in a hurry. Wheeler turning the corner. Out to Hamby. Swung around Atkins. Her 3. That's good.
big bucket.
Thomas. Here's Whitcomb looking for some space. Whitcomb a crease. The kick out to Thomas. Turns the corner. Whitcomb open for 3, short. And Hamby able to get the board. Numbers here for LA. Ogumake bounce pass. Hamby puts it up. No. But a whistle and a foul. This to make it a 4-point game, and able to attempts belong to Alyssa Thomas. Here's Akua Makani. Rebound. Ogumake can make it a 1-possession game. Ogumake looking for somewhere to go, finds Wheeler. 1 minute left in this one. Wheeler pulls up short corner. The kick out Burrell. Sidestep, 3 on the way. Front rim, rebound tip right to Atkins. Burrell with it down the paint. Burrell the layup, good! Sparks down by 2. Across the timeline. Fans start to rise to their feet here on Kids Day. Here's Thomas. Has her first triple-double of the season. Over to Akua Makani. 7 on the shot clock. Pocket pass. Thomas stolen away. Wheeler the other way. Wheeler with it against Akua Makani. The trailer is Hamby. Down the paint. Hamby off the window. Too strong. Shot clock dark. Sparks need to foul. Instead, Akua Makani lays it up and in. Makes it a 4-point game. Timeout LA. Wheeler. Ogumake cutting across the paint. Uses the left hand. Can't get that. Rebound Copper. 4 seconds left. Copper just going to dribble this thing out. And a late foul is picked up here. Sparks lose a heartbreaker.
A heartbreaker. A game that's so close, but just not close enough. Could not make the critical stops and the critical buckets when they needed them.